Good afternoon, YouTube. Hopefully you can hear me over the wind. Didn't bring my microphone today. But yeah, this is what's called the Coyote Creek Lagoon over here. But I came up here last week and there's a bike path down the far side of the channel there. And there's a gravel path down this side. And on Google Earth you can see this goes all the way around. I started way over at those power poles on the far side there, and you can ride all the way around on a rarely used little levee road. It's just riding through the weeds pretty much. It looks like they probably take a truck or something through there every once in a while. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna head back out this gravel. There's like a couple of geese up there. Go ride by them, and then you go out to the road over here right by those two big power poles, and then you go over the bridge and come back down this side. So we came down the bike path along the channel there, and then you make your way up this way. And yeah, this is the Coyote Creek Lagoon, and apparently this was restored back in 1986 according to the sign there. And then this here is also stage 1 of a multi-stage geocache. So you have to go out on that sign, and there's some numbers, and you have to get some part of the coordinates for the final location. I did that last week. I came up here and got that, and then you have to ride up this way and way over there, and then you go across a couple of bridges and you end up over on the other side of the water there. And that's where stage 2 is way out there after one of the bridges. And then you come back here, and stage 3 is someplace over there. And that's where I want to try to get today. I just had shorts on last week when I came out here, and you have to walk through quite a bit of brush to get there. So I figured I'd throw on my long tights. It's a little bit cooler this week, so I figured, okay, let's do the long tights and we'll do the brush. Technically, I don't have to go out there, but I figured I'd go out there anyway, since that was part of the official geocache. So I figure I'll do that, and then I've got the location of the final cache location, so we can go find that. So yeah, this is pretty nice out here. A lot of birds. Got a whole bunch of geese, and I think this actually might be the creek here. This might be Coyote Creek. And I think the tide is on its way in. It was low tide about 1:45 in the afternoon, and it's about 3:45 now, so we're 2 hours after low tide. I'll have to see what the hike is out there, because it's on a edge of a tidal marsh, so it may or may not be passable, but we'll go out there and see. Okay, we're over on that side of the lagoon, and then you come over here. There's a little bridge, a couple of guys fishing on there. And then this is stage 2 of the geocache. There's this wooden walkway here, and you have to come over here, and I think you get one more digit of the final latitude, longitude. And then up here at the end is a neat little, it's an old dock up here. So maybe let's head over there and I'll take a look. Okay, yeah, you walk across that rickety boardwalk there. There's a couple of broken boards, so you have to be a little careful. And then I believe this is Coyote Creek running out here. And if we turn around, come through here, and there's an old dock out here. Probably hasn't had a boat in here for quite a while. It's all grown in here. But yeah, this is pretty much out to San Francisco Bay out there. So this is where Coyote Creek joins San Francisco Bay. And you got the Santa Cruz Mountains over there. And then over here you have right here, right to the left of that power pole, that's Mission Peak. And then right here, kind of in the middle, is Mount Allison with the radio or TV antenna on top. Oh, and then Monument Peak, that's the third set of towers there. But yeah, let's get on the bike. We have to go around here And yeah, I don't know if you can see, there's a little tiny rise over there. That's where you stop, or you basically park your bike there, and then you have to hike about a couple hundred yards to the next point. Okay, YouTube, we're over here off to the third stage. Turns out I do have a signal out here, so I can get the Google satellite view. And with the GeoCache, they gave you 2 waypoints. The trail there ends pretty soon. So I'm heading out towards the end of this little trail. It kind of turns around to the left, but we have to go and follow those 2 waypoints, and then there's a third waypoint out here. Yeah, it looks like it's dry out here. It was about like last week. You can see I'm at the end of that little trail, and now I've got to basically follow 2 waypoints that the guy put on the description. Yeah, there's a few wildflowers out here. Got some yellow ones, purple ones. And yeah, here's this faint little trail they talk about right here. And that hill in the distance is stage 3, I believe. So that's where we're headed to. When I saw this one, or came out here last week, it's like, yeah, this is the kind of geocaches I like. You know, finding these faint little trails, you know, in the middle of nowhere. You know, over there you've got, you can see the traffic over there on the freeway, way at the base of the hills there. Yeah, let me make my way over to this little hill up there, and we'll see if we can find the signs. Okay, yeah, made our way over from that little hill over there. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but yeah, there is a faint little trail, and then this is the sign, and this is pretty much what the person 2 years ago mentioned. The sign is pretty much illegible, but you can see there's a couple of first letters, and somebody has written in pen down there on the bottom what the sign used to say, and that same person posted what he guessed the sign said in a log entry. So technically you don't have to come out here because his log entry was correct, but yeah, I just wanted to come out here and see this little hill here because this is kind of neat. Yeah, I don't know if this was some maybe soil they excavated and just dumped it here. But yeah, this is kind of a neat little spot here. You get a good view of the marsh. So yeah, then the final geocache location is over there in a business park, if I figured the coordinates right. So yeah, you pick up 3 digits here off of that sign. You pick up 1 digit off of that rickety boardwalk, and then you pick 2 digits off of that little sign that was in the pullout area there. It's about 2.5 hours since low tide, so I better head back before the tide comes in any farther. All of this green down here, that's right at sea level. I came out here a couple of years ago, just followed the waypoints on this geocache, and then I saw the hike over here, and it's like, oh man, that's impossible. I forgot about this location here, and I came back last week, and you know, I picked up the coordinates at the sign over there, and then came back over here, and then I remembered, oh, I've been here before. And then I got to the hiking part, and it's like, oh, I just got shorts on. I don't want to go through there. And I think that's where I got all the bug bites last week. So this week I put the long tights on, and yeah, it wasn't too bad coming across here. So yeah, let's head back to the bike and see if we can find the final geocache location over here. Okay, made it back through the little faint trail. Actually, coming back, it's pretty easy to follow. You can see the trail, but I can tell the tide is coming in. The bottoms of my feet are wet. There's a couple of spots there. You don't want to stop and enjoy the view. You just got to keep marching because you're just walking over plants that are in the mud. And I bet if you stopped and stood there for about a minute, you'd start sinking. Okay, yeah, so this is what's called stage 0, where you enter the trail if you're parking anyway. And yeah, they got a nice little parking picnic area over there. Yeah, so this is the little access road to the parking area for this geocache, and there's not even a sign. No road sign. I guess over here, yeah, public access. There is a little bit of a sign right there. That's it. Yeah, it is paved now, but yeah, still no sign saying what this is or anything. So this one, you have to know what's out here. Okay, actually I was wrong about the location. I came out of the little driveway over there. That's the Fremont Boulevard, and if you just go across there, there's a little bike path, and then you come to this little bridge, and it should be someplace around here. And yeah, that's Warren over there. I thought it was the other side when I first looked at it. It's the same light fixtures they have on the other side. This whole little creek here, the same kind of bridges goes down that way. So I thought it was down there, but the same thing is up here too. Got some egrets over there. There was one. Oh, there's the other guy. Anyway, I'm going to poke around, see if I can find this geocache, if I'm in the right location anyway. Maybe 10 minutes or so, found it. The guy hid a decoy. It's under some of these rocks over here, and under a real obvious place. He's got a short piece of log, and then written on that it says, "Not here." And some of the log entries said, "Oh, we found the decoy." But the decoy is a really good clue as to where the cache is. Found the cache. When I opened it up, it had some water in it. It's got a sunny, breezy day, so I'm kind of letting the log sheet and the inside dry out. I dumped out all the excess water. So the last person to sign the log was in 2022. And then before that, it was 2019. So I'm the third person to sign the log in 5 years. So this one, even though it's in the middle of a busy business park here and a public walking trail, and I imagine this place is just crawling with people on weekdays, but you don't know that there's a geocache hidden out here unless you go way out there and run around all over in the bay to find the coordinates. But yeah, the coordinates were right, and yeah, and I had my little bird helper egret over there helping me out. He flew to the other side there. So yeah, we found that. I think this is 248 for my number of cache finds, which I think is pretty good. But then you look on some of these pages and there's people with 30,000. But see, I like finding these kind of caches that are really difficult to go to the places, but there's a lot of people that like finding these urban caches that are, you know, hidden in parks and under park benches and things like that. Now this one's kind of a combination. It's sort of a public area, but you don't know the coordinates until you go way out in the bay there. Yeah, this is a more traditional cache, larger container, and then there's little trinkets so you can trade. Put something in and take something out. Yeah, there's the last couple of entries. 3 for 2017. There's a 2018, 2 in 2019, and then 2022, and then me in 2024. And that's the guy, Cache Be Found, is the one that hiked out to where the sign was, where I went to. So he was out there 5 years ago, 2014. Yeah, this log's been around 2004, so this is 20-year-old cache. Still the original logbook too. Pretty neat. Yes, I think I'll go put this back where it came from. Yeah, I think we're all dried out. It was just, it was full of water in there. Figure I'd let it dry out a little bit here, and then we'll put it away for the next person in a couple of years to find this thing. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that little geocaching adventure. So mostly on the bike here, a little bit of hiking, and that's the way I like to do things. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that, And as always, thanks for watching.